What's good, YouTube, and welcome back to our channel. It's your boy Retro CG. Tonight I'm joined by my brother, Paco Jordans. What's going on?
What's good, family?
How you doing?
I'm doing good. Allergies a little crazy, so forgive me if my voice a little scratchy, but we're gonna make it work.
We're gonna make it work. Yeah, the
Yeah,
allergies, man. It's always something. It's
it's that
always
time of
something.
season.
Yeah, it's that
April,
season.
May. It'd be crazy for me.
Which that segue us into actually what we're here to talk about tonight. We're here to talk about something new. We're doing a little something different. We both kind of have a little thing for fragrances and whatnot. So, we're going to get out here and talk about some of these fragrances we got. So today we're going to talk about our summer fragrances. This is what we're going to call the Smell Good series.
Yeah, that's right.
The Smell Good series. What's going on, Chad? How y'all doing tonight? Hope everybody had a good week out there. Thank y'all for tuning in. All right, so DJ, talk to us a little bit about what we're gonna be doing with this.
Well, basically, smelling good is to me is like one of the top priorities. Definitely when it comes down to hygiene, and with it being spring and summertime, I wanted to get into some of our smell goods of the spring and summertime. With me, I have a designer fragrance here, and I also have a niche fragrance. I'm gonna talk about my niche fragrance first, which comes from the house of Joe Malone.
Okay,
Can
what
y'all
we
see
got?
that?
All
Can
right, I
y'all see
see
that?
it. I see it.
Right. So this one is called Joe Malone London. It's from it's blue agave and cacao. My wife actually turned me on to this, and because she had it, and she just said it smells so good. So of course it's a unisex. So which I think all House of Joe Malone is unisex if I'm not mistaken. This one has grapefruit. I'm finding out about myself a lot with the fragrances I pick up. It seems like each and every last one that I have has a opening note of grapefruit. So this one has an opening note of grapefruit and ginger. Um, it has a middle note of sage, water notes, and rosemary, and then it finishes off with an amber and I'm sorry, it has a lily and orchid, and then it finishes off with a cacao and vanilla.
That's nice.
So I really like this one for the summertime. Women and men, it's not too sweet, it's not too masculine. And the House of Joe Malone, I didn't hear about it actually until my wife told me about it. This came out in 2006. So it's been around for a while, and they did discontinue it. But this right here, this right here, this right here, I promise you, it works.
Okay, so I'm gonna add that to my list. I'm gonna add that to
It
my list.
works. And performance wise is really really good. Like performance wise, really really good. It projects for a nice little distance. I say somewhere between 5 to 6 hours. It lasts for about 5 or 6 hours. So I haven't had any, I haven't had nobody say, "Oh, what you got on?" I always been like, "Well, damn, what you got on? You smell pretty good when you walk past." This right here, definitely add this up, to your list as a niche fragrance if that's what you want to do. As far as a summertime spring spell.
Okay. Okay. One of the things I like about the unisex fragrances is they smell different on everyone.
Yeah,
They
definitely.
smell different on everyone, and depending on how you apply it and where you apply it at, it just it's different on everyone. So a lot of people are turned off by unisex fragrance, but I actually
Mhm.
like them. I have quite a few in my collection, and they're all different.
Yeah,
So that's definitely one I want to try out for summer, spring, summer. It seems like it's a nice fragrance that you could rock in the summer,
it it
on a nice
definitely
summer
is.
day. What is it as far as performance wise, when you start sweating and the heat gets to it, does it enhance the performance of the fragrance?
To me, it does. If you ask me, to me, it definitely does. And like I said, it lasts on your skin for a very long time. Not just your clothes, but on your skin for a very long time. And even after you take your clothes off and you're ready to wash your clothes, you just picking out a whole bunch of clothes. Somewhere along in those pile of clothes, you're still gonna smell this. So
Okay.
even if the other fragrances that you got on your clothes, you definitely gonna smell this. And like another YouTuber said, the one that you turned me on to, Retro. He does his sprays between 3, 5, and 7. I would say as far as performance wise go, this one is probably a 5. It is a parfum, but this one is probably like a 5 spray for me. The oil content is not as higher as some of my other perfumes that I got, but this one is definitely a 5 spray, and it lasts and projects at least 6 to 8 hours.
Wow, nice. Now for your big boy. Now for the big boy. Drum roll.
All right, so this one, well, first of all, the whole package for this is like great.
Yeah.
So this is Louis Vuitton. This is from the house of Louis Vuitton. This is my designer pick for the summer. Louis Vuitton Limite. I don't know if y'all can see that. So the packaging was great for me. That's why I just left it in the cylinder. This is like probably one of my favorites. Like, well, you can see that I use both of these, or you can see where it is as far as the level, because I use both of these. I'm sorry. So this bottle, I believe, is this is 100 milliliter, and I believe that this bottle is like 160. That's if they still got it on Joe Malone website, but I think this one is like 160. This is also 100 milliliter. What's great about this is that this also has grapefruit openings. What's great about this is a refillable bottle.
Yeah.
So you can go back to Louis Vuitton and you can get this refilled. I'm not really sure what the price is to get it refilled, but you can go into Louis Vuitton and get this refilled. It has the magnetic top. This also has grapefruit in it. This is probably my most favorite summertime cologne. It's definitely a grapefruit, which, like I said, I'm beginning to like the grapefruit. Then it like finishes, it dries down to like an amber woody smell. This one lasts about, I want to say 8 to 10 hours. This one definitely has more oil in it. It definitely projects a little bit better and performs a little bit better than Joe Malone.
For that price point, it should.
Yeah.
For that $280 price point.
Yeah, I'm about to say this one is a little bit more pricier. This one is $280. I believe they have a smaller one, I believe, but this particular one is $280. I do think that it is worth the money. It don't outperform some of the other like niche summertime ones that's a little bit more higher end, but this is definitely a must-have in the collection. They will smell you before they see you with this. I guarantee you.
Well, not only that, but the packaging. One of the things I like about buying designer anything is the presentation. So tell us a little bit about how it comes to you.
Well, so the presentation pretty much came in this box. So you see, we got the Louis Vuitton box, and open it up. There's another box. Came in this box. You got the LV signature, and it also, I don't have them anymore, but it also came with like 2 samples that was right here.
Yeah,
samples is right here. I don't have them anymore. I usually keep the samples in my car and spray the samples on as I go. It comes with let you know how much you spent for it or whatever, the bill of sales and everything. It definitely comes in a nice packaging. Like I said, some people might think that, like, if you into fragrances, this one might not be the top of the top, but for me, this is definitely a good one. This was a blind purchase, actually. My wife had got me this one, and I believe that she bought this as a blind purchase. But I thank her for that because it smells wonderful. And I got mad compliments with this one. A lot of compliments with this one.
Okay. They actually have quite a few fragrances. They got a whole line.
They do got a whole line. They do. They do. They this one came out in 2018. They have dropped the if I'm not mistaken, they have dropped the 2021 where they like reformulated it a little bit. I really haven't smelled that one yet. And they also have unisex fragrances too, which smells really, really, really good. My wife has the female version of this, which actually smells really, really good. It's one of my favorites that she wears. So yeah, check out the House of Louis Vuitton. And looking at some of the reviews and some of the old stuff, like they used to get like really, really bad reviews because they said that they cost so much and you get so little performance with what you're paying for. But I think once they kind of rebranded they fragrances, I think in 2018 they definitely stepped it up as far as what they pick and use for their top notes, middle notes, and they base notes.
How many sprays are you doing on that one?
3.
Okay.
Yeah, this one is definitely a 3 spray. More than likely 2 to the neck, 1 to the chest. Sound like that was a killer thing. What it sounded like I just killed somebody. 2 to the neck, 1 to the chest. Which I mean, but you also got to be careful. You got to be careful how you apply your fragrances because you can do too much, and then it's just like way overpowering.
Yeah,
or you can do too little. This is definitely not one of them fragrances where you're going to constantly smell yourself. If you want to smell yourself, this ain't it. You definitely will. They definitely will smell you. But if you want to smell yourself, this one is not it.
We got some tips and tricks that we're going to come out with in some of our next videos to come on where to apply fragrances and what to put on to kind of enhance the performance of your fragrances. So that's actually on my purchase list. That's
my it's nice. Get it, bro. Get it, bro.
My purchase list. Is it a perfume?
It is. It's definitely an EDP. It's definitely an EDP, and everything is like the Louis Vuitton is engraved. Another thing I like about this, if you bought anything from Louis Vuitton before, you can actually get it personalized. Yeah. I didn't get this one personalized. You can get like your initials on there or whatever. I didn't get this particular one personalized. When I go back and refill it, I probably will get it personalized just so I can, have it for like a keepsake type thing, even when I decide not to refill it. But definitely, I love the fact that you can refill it. I'm not really sure exactly how much it costs to refill it. That I'm not really sure.
One of the things I like about their fragrances is they also have travel cases that you can purchase to like store a bottle in when you're traveling.
Yeah,
those are really neat. Those are really nice too.
I think those are really, really nice. Yeah. I think that draws you in as far as making the purchase, because now you get to personalize it a little bit more, instead of just grabbing the bottle. And with the cylinder and everything, like I keep it like when it's sitting on my dresser, I usually keep it just like this with the top, with the bottom top on there, and just pull it off, spray and keep it going. It's like a I don't know if you can see it, but it's a mist. It's a misty spray, and I think to me it smells. My allergies acting up. I still smell it.
Yep. That's definitely something that draws me in, that you can actually purchase the travel case for, because that's one of my greatest fears when I'm traveling, especially when I'm flying. Is my cologne gonna get broken? So I'm wrapping it up and stuff. I even have a separate toiletry bag that I carry my cologne in. I'm wrapping it up with socks and stuff.
Yeah. Oh man, let me tell you,
my cologne cannot break.
Let me tell you, when I just traveled to Las Vegas, I had my Creed in my in my bag, and I was like, oh my God, I forgot to wrap it. Jesus Christ, they're gonna throw something on there and it's gonna break, and I'm gonna go crazy. But luckily, we was good. That's definitely a good idea.
I've gotten to a point now where I purchase itemizers and I gotta fill those up and use those. But whenever I'm traveling with a bottle, it's handled with extreme care. So that right there draws me in, because you can actually purchase the travel case with it to store it for your traveling, and that just makes it wonderful. So okay, not bad. Good choices.
Yeah, there's some real, like I said, you always want to. I don't like leaving the house without smelling. Without smelling. I don't like leaving the house all the time.
You feel good. You feel good. You look good. You got a nice outfit on. You have to complement that with the right fragrance. And then a lot of people, a lot of times we tend to just grab whatever they're pushing at the cologne counter. You know,
Right.
here get this, here get this, but we really don't think into consideration on type of season, you know, type of fragrance. Is this an evening fragrance? Is this a winter fragrance? Is this going to perform well year round? Is this something I'm going to wear in the spring, summer months? So I think the fragrances that you have chosen are great for spring and summer. I actually chose 2 spring and summer fragrances as well. I did not go with designer. It was very hard for me to choose these 2. I went more with the working class approach. These are typical grab and goes for me. So, and I'm a person who has a lot of different fragrances. So for me, it's like, you know, what is my mood for the day? You know, what is the color I'm wearing today? Am I wearing a light color, a dark color? What is the temperature out today? Is it going to be hot? Is it going to be cool? Is it rainy? It all plays into what fragrance I choose for today.
Yeah, most definitely.
So first, we're going to start with the House of Paco Rabanne. He's actually one of my favorite fragrance houses. I love everything from the Invictus all the way down to the 1 million series. I have quite a few of the 1 millions. This one, the Lucky, the 1 million Lucky, is probably my favorite out of all of this. It's a pretty old fragrance. It's been around since about 2018, 19, somewhere around that. It's an EDT. It's an EDT, and a lot of people are, kind of like not feeling the EDTs anymore since they have so many variants now with the Parfum and the Eau de Parfum. But you know, EDTs are fine. You just got to know when to wear them, where to wear them, how to wear them.
I got some EDTs as killers.
This one it's a mist as well. And this is it's a woodsy smell. It does has a woodsy smell, but when you first smell it, it definitely grabs your attention. It's definitely one of those fragrances that you're going to look back and like, this got potential.
Right.
So it does have a woodsy smell to it. Not so much. When you hear woodsy, you don't think of cedar wood or a tree. It definitely has a outdoorsy, daytime, out and about type feel to it. Top notes are plum, grapefruit.
Told you.
Yep, grapefruit. The bergamot. It also has cashmere wood and an orange blossom, hazelnut, and honey nectar. So it's great. It's spring summer. It's spring summer. It is very affordable. I think this is like $100, 100 mil, $100. So very good. To me, this is the flagship of the 1 million line. I have the elixir and I have the parfum as well, but out of those, this is my favorite.
I don't have that one, but I do have a 1 million fragrance, so I'm definitely gonna have to step it up and get that.
It's rather hard to find still. They have them at Dillard's, Macy's, pretty much anywhere your Paco Rabanne is sold at. You can get this. A lot of times they will have to order it. I have a personal fragrance shopper. So whenever I'm running low, you know, I just call them up and be like, yo, can you order me another bottle of this? Because this is something that has to stay in a collection for some time to come. And like I said, it does very good for EDT. For me, I'm going to probably give this about 4 sprays. It's very fragrant. It's very strong. It's very aromatic. Even with me spraying in the room right now, it's got the whole room lit up. So it's not something that's overpowering. It only becomes overpowering when you spray too much.
Right.
Any cologne. That's any fragrance.
Yeah. EDT or otherwise.
It's going to give you that headache. It's going to give everybody else a headache. And it's going to be like, don't wear that again.
Right.
But 4 sprays, usually I do 2 here, 2 here. I dab mine. I don't rub it in. I dab mine in. Hit 2 here. I'm done. And performance-wise, I think I get a good 4 to 5 hours out of this. Maybe even longer. It just depends on the environment in which you're wearing it. If you're outside, when you start sweating, it heats up. You're definitely going to hit it. It is one of those fragrances that you are going to smell often on you, especially if you apply it here on your neck area. You're definitely going to smell it.
Right.
With me, I have tend to use unscented lotion when I wear fragrances like these, especially EDTs.
Oh,
But what I'll
definitely.
do is I'll spray a little bit in the lotion and apply it like on my arms and stuff like that, and then top it off. You get better performance out of it. So for me, definitely one of my grab and goes, definitely one of my favorite colognes. And it's something that can compete with a lot of the larger fragrance houses. So if you're someone that's really getting into fragrances and not really sure what to wear, you don't want to really grab something that's on the market that everyone else is wearing, Savage. Um, get this, get this. Your lady will appreciate it. Your coworkers are going to appreciate it. Anyone you wear this around is going to compliment you, and they're going to say, "Yo, this smells good." So, and it's not that expensive. So, if you want to try your luck, Lucky, if you want to try your luck, this is a good one to start with. Like I
you
said,
you hit you hit a good point though. Like when you said when you apply your lotion, you definitely want to stay away from lotions that have fragrances in them because it's going to pretty much alter the DNA of the fragrance that you're
exactly,
actually spraying on. So
exactly.
if you have lotions, that smells like especially like the ones that's more manly, lotions or whatever, stay away from those when you get ready to apply your fragrances because it's definitely going to alter the smell.
It is, and it's going to take away from the best part.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to take away from the best part. It's going to actually change the scent. In most cases, I found in the past that when you wear fragrant lotions and you mix them with cologne, it definitely does change the DNA of the cologne. It almost
Mm-hmm.
makes you not like the cologne, but
Right.
really, it's the lotion.
Right.
So do
So
yourself
stay
a
away
favor
from them scented doves and
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 let's
scented Axe and all that other stuff.
Vaseline.
Yep.
Get you some Vaseline. Get
Yep.
you some Vaseline. Like I said, for me, it just all depends on how you apply your lotion. Everybody laughing about Vaseline, but for real, get you a little bit of Vaseline, spray a little bit in it, put it on, and now it's going to keep your fragrance. It's going to keep your fragrance grounded, and it's not going to change the scent of your fragrance. Same thing with unscented lotions. Usually, I use Nivea or Vino. It doesn't matter what brand unscented lotion you use, or
Right.
Vaseline, or even if you get the great value or the cheap version of Vaseline, whatever. Just get something unscented if you're applying your fragrance on top of lotion.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so this is Paco Rabanne, 1 million lucky. So a good one, guys. Next one, it's still subtle, but it still gives you a head turning moment. And I love everything from this Luna Rose line.
I
This
do.
is from the house of Prada. This is your Prada Luna Rose Ocean. It's I'm not going to say it's the newest because I think the black parfum is the newest. I know they've had an extreme. I think the extreme is discontinued.
Mm-hmm.
They've had quite a few of these. Uh, and out of all of them, this is my favorite. It's very aromatic. It's when you hear ocean, so you think of a watery aqua type smell. No, it's not. It actually has it has the bergamot, pink pepper. Those are your top notes in the scent. It has lavender, sage, and a little suede. So it's an unexpected scent. I would spray it, but I've sprayed Lucky now. It's still got my room full. But performance wise, I would say again 4 sprays for me. Some of the ones I do maybe 5 or 6. It just depends
Mm-hmm.
on where I'm applying. Performance wise, does very good, especially when you enhance it with the unscented lotion. It's a very fresh smell. Um, it's a very summery, bright type of afternoon day. This is something I would definitely wear, like if I was on a cruise.
So
If
that's
I
a
was
that's
going
that's
to
like
the
that's a
beach.
100 milliliter.
Yeah, it's 100 ml. It's 100
Okay.
mil, and I think I paid maybe 125, somewhere around that.
Okay.
Yes. This one definitely will grab your attention. It will definitely fill the room,
Mm-hmm.
especially if you're one of those persons that like to spray your cologne on before you get out of the car type deal. You
Mm-hmm.
will smell it in your car again when you get back in. It will be fragrant on you for quite a little while. It does wear down probably after 1 to 2 hours of wear. Again, it's another one of those fragrances that's activated with heat. So once you start sweating and once it's a little warm, it's definitely going to hit you. It's definitely going to hit you. Again, this one could be very overpowering if you do more than 4 sprays. I would say 5 max. This one will definitely get you good compliments and bad compliments because it is strong. And it does have a very it's an unfamiliar fragrance. So it's not one of those fragrances that you were confused with something else. It kind of stands alone out there on its own. So, you definitely want to get good compliments on where it is, not bad compliments on this. So this is another grab and go for me. This is something I could wear to work 2 or 3 times a week and be fine with it. In comparison to Blue Chanel and YSL, those are also good go-to fragrances for me right now. I tend to reach for this one a little more. I am going to go back and get the full line. I've had other bottles in the past, and none of them have kind of just, been favorites for me. I just wear it during its course. It's done. I move on to the next one that comes out. This is an Eau de Toilette as well. So it's very surprising performance wise. I thought that.
I mean, but the EDTs be performing, pretty good as long as you just don't. If you don't want to, just don't overdo it. This is just to overdo it. The EDT just got a little bit more oil content.
Exactly.
But that's about it. Some of them they do add. I think the Sauvage they did add something different in it. In the
perfume, it smells different.
Then but I don't want people to get discouraged if it says EDT. The perfume it does have a little bit more oil, but don't get discouraged behind that.
It does. A lot of people will consider this a flanker, but it does have the DNA throughout the Luna Rose line. It does have the same DNA. I am not going to lie to you and tell you that the EDT and the EDP smells alike. They don't. They do have a little bit of a difference to them, but they do have the same compound characteristics, DNA of its predecessor. So it's how you wear it. I typically like to look at them more so once for day, once for night,
right?
type situation. And this is a fragrance that you could possibly do in the evening, afternoon, late afternoon. It could also easily pass off for a nighttime fragrance. It's not a panty dropper, but it is a good fragrance. It is a fragrance that you will receive compliments on. It's a nice bottle. It's a nice presentation. Very fragrant smell. It's a very aromatic. So I like aromatic fragrances because when I spray them, I like to smell what they're going to smell like. Sometimes we have those fragrances that are not so aromatic, and you got to spray until you smell it. Don't do that.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. No way. That's not. I don't think. Like I have the Luna Rosa, and I don't think that is one of the ones that you put on if you want to smell yourself either.
Exactly. Like, yeah. And for this, you can almost get away with spraying it at a distance. Almost, it's that aromatic. Is a good mist that comes out when you spray it. So again, from the House of Prada, we got the Luna Rose Ocean. So, and I did have, I had a couple of honorable mentions, but we'll save those for the next video.
A couple of honorable mentions. I thought about honorable mentions.
I was gonna put up on the table tonight, but I ain't gonna do that to you tonight.
I was gonna do a couple of honorable mentions, but it's some things that it's some stuff that I got in Vegas, so I couldn't really do no the ones that I really want to.
That's why I behaved tonight.
Yeah,
you came out busting me upside the head. You know, I get something easier on you tonight. I can't grab the goals.
Not at all, man. Not at all. The House of Joe Malone. A lot of people don't know about the House of Joe Malone. Like if you like a regular person who just wears cologne, they don't really even know about the House of Joe Malone. Honestly, I didn't know about it till maybe I want to say about. I knew about it maybe 5 years ago, but I never purchased it until maybe a couple of years ago. So a lot of people don't even know about it. And as I get further and further into, especially with the niche, because like with niche fragrances, because most people just go for strictly designer.
Yeah.
So it's easier to do when you go strictly for designer. You got your Louis, your Pradas.
But a lot of people fail to realize is just because you have a designer fragrance, that don't mean you wear it every day.
Right.
It's not an everyday fragrance.
Right.
It's what commonly referred to as a special occasion fragrance. It's a special occasion fragrance. Oddly enough, neither one of these are my fragrance for today. Actually, my fragrance for today is Creed Aventus. That's what I wore today.
Which is a niche, which is a we're gonna get into that though.
Yeah, we're gonna have a whole separate video.
You gotta make a whole thing about Aventus
because that Royal Oud is hitting.
We're gonna have to
is hitting.
That because like Creed is like
and a league of his own. That mountain, all of it. Yeah,
it's
a league of his own. And again, going back to when you wear it and how you wear it.
Right.
Just because some of these designer fragrances, they're expensive, guys. I'm not going to even lie to you. I'm not going to sit here in front to you and tell you that they're going to be $100. No, some of these are hitting the $300, $400 price point. So, when you spend that kind of money on a bottle of cologne, you want to let it stretch for a little bit.
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. But stuff like that, though, the ones that got that high potency when it comes out to oil, you don't have to really spray that much in order to get it right, in order for you to get the performance that you need for, like you could stretch that, with 1 or 2 sprays, whatever. You don't have to, don't shower yourself in it.
Please
you can just go ahead and hit a couple of times. Some people like to hit their pulse, whatever, their neck. Even with the summertime, some people like to spray behind their leg because when you walk, you kind of get that. You walk, you kind of get that scent. That hit you. Yeah,
that's a good point because usually I hit the inside of my arm right here. So those pressure points are good places to apply because they're going to heat up. You're going to sweat there. Don't put them under your arms, guys. Please don't spray fragrance in sensitive areas. And do yourself a favor and do everyone that's going to be around you a favor. Do not over apply. And just like with everything else, wear what you like. Don't wear, a lot of times, a lot of us men will walk into a cologne counter and we will purchase blindly. We'll smell them. We'll let the lady at the fragrance counter tell you, "Oh, this is it. This is it. Everybody's buying this." Well, I want something else. I don't want to smell like everyone else. So take some time out when you're in your local department store, your Macy's, your Dillard's, your Neiman Marcus, your Saks, all those places. Stop and just smell some of them. Ask them for the coffee beans. Clear up your senses a little bit and go smell some of them. You can go to places like Ulta Beauty. They sell men's fragrance and things like that. And just smell some of these things that are out here and start shopping for your fragrance just like you do with your clothing.
Right.
You buy your clothing for winter, spring, summer months. Your fragrances are along the same line. And it's frustrating because a lot of the fragrances that are out on the market right now are winter fragrances. So you got to kind of, dig out and find some of these summer fragrances. And I got some really good ones that I'm going to be putting up for you guys. Those of you who are following me on Instagram, I'm doing the Scents and Kicks. And, I'm posting a lot of shorts here on YouTube as well of my daily fragrance choices. So these are some good ones for you to go out, smell some of them and see if that's what you like. But again, buy what you like. Don't buy what someone else recommends because what smells good on me might not smell good on you.
I was just about to get ready to say that. What smells good on one person might not smell good on you. It might smell great. You gotta kind of, I guess, know your signature fragrances. What works best for you. When your pH balance and your water intake and all the other type of stuff, and what works best for you. Definitely make sure you're taking them hot showers. Definitely moisturize, and that would definitely help with your performance as far as your fragrances go. That's like the base point of any fragrance, EDT, EDP, or whatever, extract, whatever. That's where you start from, and you put it on your clean skin, your more clean moisturized skin, and then go from there. Even when they spray it on the little cards and they sniffing the cards and waving it in your face, whatever, it still might not smell the same when it hits your skin.
Yeah. So, it's all about how it smells with your pH balance, right? Marvin is a fit about Sauvage. Sauvage is a very good cologne. It is a very good cologne. I too am very frustrated with the fact that everyone's wearing it right now.
Oversaturated.
I'm moving through some of the other Dior's. Dior has a nice line of fragrances. I mean, you can get the cologne, the home cologne. You can get the Dior Sport right now. Those are great fragrances. If you want to give your Sauvage a little rest for a little while, go and try some of these other fragrances by the House of Dior. Dior has some good stuff out there. Don't just oversaturate it because the elixir is very strong. It is very strong. It's very powerful. Do not put too much of that on. That's a two spray for me. The parfum, it's a little strong too. But to be quite honest with me, out of the Sauvage line, it's the Eau de Toilette for me. I think the Eau de Toilette smells better than all of them.
Yeah, I got the EDT in the Sauvage, and I haven't worn it in a while. Because of the fact that everybody has it. It's kind of like
no, CJ, we are not going to review cool water. We're not.
You might have to do the cool water.
But you can come over here and review the cool water.
Everybody has the Sauvage. It's kind of like when I was in high school. Everybody had the Izzy, and then everybody had
that's
John
one of my still grab goes. That's one of that's on the wheel this week. As a matter of fact, Isamiake is on my wheel this week.
Yeah, so that's in high school. Everybody wore that. So like now it's just like everybody. I put the Gucci Guilty down for a while because everybody had it. Everybody was wearing it. Was like it was kind of like the go-to, which is actually a really good, summertime.
All three of them.
Spring.
All three of them are good.
Yeah, summertime spring thing. But I just stopped wearing. I probably will start. I probably will start back wearing Gucci
right now. It's really good. It still has some of the same DNA in it as the parfum, but it's really, really good. I think that's going to be on the wheel this week as well. All right,
I'm going to pick some of that up.
Yeah, you have to try that out. You're really going to have to try some of that out. All right, guys. So we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. Just doing our little recap. We got some great fragrances here for you to try. If you want to go on the high-end side, you will go with Damon's choices. If you want the everyday working class man, you want some grab and goes for some work, check them out. So we got the Paco Rabanne, 1 Million Lucky. We got the Luna Rose, Prada Ocean. And then, of course, you got big money here.
Joe Malone, Agave, Cacao, and you got the Louis Vuitton, Limite.
All right, guys. So we appreciate y'all coming out, checking us out tonight. Please hit that like button, subscribe.
I can't stand my wife.
She show it out. We'll be back next week, y'all. We'll talk about some other fragrances. So we appreciate y'all tuning in. Any last thoughts, DJ?
See y'all next weekend. We'll be back with another review next weekend. Who knows what we might come up with as far as review. We might do top 10. We might do good fall or winter. We might do panty droppers.
Hands rubbing together.
We might do panty droppers. Who knows?
Panty droppers is a good one. Maybe we should do some panty droppers.
Yeah, we might do the panty droppers. We'll see.
All right, we'll do that. All right, y'all. We out. We'll see y'all next week.